Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Meadowlark Botanical Gardens here in Vienna, Virginia. and after the worst winter we've had in over 800 years, spring sprung Meadowlark Gardens, and you can see the coming up. I bet you didn't know that there's over 10,000 varieties of daylilies, and here you can see a handful of the types. Here's Daylily H. Hamlet, established in 1983. There's a whole protocol of what qualifies as a new variety of daylilies. And we're just entering the area where the cherry trees are located here in Meadowlark. They surround this pond right up ahead here. And let me give you a little bit of a zoom. Don't have a great zoom on this camera, but I do have 2x. So there's our full zoom on this camera. And you can see the cherry trees right here starting next to the pond. There's 3 of them. Oh, I'm sorry, those are actually weeping willows. These are the cherry trees right here. There's 2 cherry trees. And we're going to get down there close to the water in a minute. And we're going to get a cherry blossom update, which is a big deal here in the Washington D.C. area. As you probably know, the tidal basin downtown D.C. is surrounded by thousands of cherry trees planted way back when. I used to know the history of that. So here we are. Here is a cherry tree, and you can see the buds right there are just starting to form. So we're probably in stage 1. I think there's like something like 8 stages of cherry blossom development. So I think this is probably stage 1. The buds are just barely starting to form on these twig branches. And there's another good shot of them. I don't know how well the camera picks these up. But this is early cherry blossom budding, because we had the most brutal winter in 800 years. And it's been freezing bitter cold up until a couple days ago. And now finally we're warming up today into the 60s. And tomorrow 70 degrees. And then this Tuesday, we're supposed to reach 80 degrees, believe it or not. Oh my God, look it up. This is one of the first flowers of the spring. I believe it's called a crocus, but I'm gonna have to check on the sign up ahead. So yeah, this is the first blossoming flower we've seen this year, 2026. And there they are, beautiful purple little crocuses, I believe. And they're all over this bed. So congratulations on the first flower of spring 2026. How exciting is that? Here's a whole bunch more of them up ahead. We got here early this morning. The Meadowlark opens at 10 a.m. every day. Thought it was earlier than that. I think they might have changed their hours, but that's what when we got here, exactly at 10 a.m. So we're the first people here today. Here's another beautiful bed of crocuses all over the place here. And then just up ahead, there's a nice little gazebo here at the pond. And just more cherry trees, dozens of cherry trees here at Meadowlark. All these here are cherry trees. And they all become beautifully blossomed with pink and white and rose-colored blossoms in about 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. Full bloom in the DC area, peak bloom, is scheduled to be in early April this year. Again, because of the brutal winter, it'll be one of the latest peak blooms in history here in Washington, D.C. So I imagine here at Meadowlark, it'll be right around the same time. Late March, like the last couple days of March to the first week of April is going to be peak bloom. So there's our latest cherry blossom update, our first cherry blossom update of the season. Stay tuned to this channel for more cherry blossom updates as the weeks go on. I'll update as I can. And we'll say hi to the giant koi fish here while we're checking out the gazebo right up ahead. And did you know that these green barley straw bags help the turtles because they're an eco way to control the algae blossoms, the algae blooms in this pond? So there's one of those green barley straw bags right over there. So yeah, it helps not only the turtles but also the fish to keep the algae blooms down. The algae blooms consume a great deal of oxygen in the pond, so the fish have trouble breathing if there's too much algae. So there's the beautiful view of the whole meadow area of Meadowlark, and then the Korean Bell Garden is just beyond that area. So come down here and visit and join me for cherry blossom updates, hopefully every week for the next 4 weeks. We'll get cherry blossom updates here at Meadowlark Botanical Gardens, and even downtown DC right around the peak, the fourth week of March. We're heading downtown to DC to get an in-person update on the cherry blossoms at the tidal basin. We'll see you out there, and thanks for joining my channel. Holistic Travel Guy signing out for now. I'm gonna go jump in the water and take a swim with the koi fish.